Hi, stamping friends. It's Marilyn here. Stamping Creations with Marilyn, here to share another card with you today and a few other items, some draws from my last Facebook Lives, actually 2 weeks because I didn't do any draws last week. Um, just didn't have the time with that, so thought I would cover them both today. And I have a few other reminders for you just before I go down to my screen where I do have some screenshots to share with you. I have a Stamp-A-Versary, my 13th anniversary with Stampin' Up! Coming up. I'm going to be doing a special for a couple days there, so watch my posts for that, whether it's on my blog, on my Facebook Live, in my newsletter. It will be covered in all places, so I'd love to have you take part. And I am going to get right to it now. I'm going to switch down to the Workspace, talk about a couple things, and then I will do the draws, and then we'll make a card. So here's my Workspace. The first screen you see, obviously, is redeem your bonus days points. That has come up upon us very quickly. We can only use those coupons in August, and we're in the last week of August. We did get notice from Stampin' Up! Yesterday that only 55% of these have been used. So if you have one or if you think you have one, let me know and we can work towards making sure that you get to use it on a purchase in August, because it would be a shame to have it go to waste. So that is your bonus day coupons. The current host code is this one, and I'm not going to try and repeat it because I'd probably mess it up, but I'll leave it there in case you need to see it again. Staycation. You have heard me talk about staycation. It's an exciting all-day retreat that two other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators and I are doing on September 12th. And if you share my videos, that is from August 11th, August 18th, today, next week. On September 8th, I'm going to draw for a free registration for whoever shares those. Plus your name is going to be in a draw for the weekly share of my videos. I would like to remind you that I do need you to tell me when you share, because some of the restrictions on Facebook on your account do not allow me to see everything that you are sharing. So I need you to either send me an email or message or actually comment on the video that you have shared it. And I would love to put your name in a draw. So staycation, just a little bit more about it. We are having it on Saturday, September 12th, only $47. And you will get many, there's 6 live presentations. There'll be 3 taped presentations, plus lots of tips and tricks along the way as we do them, and some interactions, some challenges, and whatever. So it's a fun-filled day. We have a lot of fun doing it, and those of you who joined us last time, I know you had a lot of fun doing it as well. So hopefully you'll join us again and bring along your friends. We'd love to have you. So you can find this on my Facebook page, in my on my website, as well as in my newsletters. So get in touch if you need more information on that. So now I'm going to try, first of all, I'm going to tell you that the winners of the draws for August 11th, for the comment, it was Terry. Thank you very much, Terry. I will be sending you a card. And for the share for August 11th was Judy W. And the comments for August 18th, I'm going to draw and show you the wheel I'm using now. And the share for August 18th was Karen Y. So you will be getting, for the shares, I do have some faceted clear gems that I will be sending to you for those. And now I'm going to see if I can make this work and let you see my wheel of names, it's called. Now I'm going to try. I've got the sound turned down on this because I'm also playing back the Facebook and I don't want it to give you screeching. So Julie M, your comment or your share, no, this is comment, sorry. Yeah, I'm all confused. For August 18th, I will be sending you a card in the mail, and I do believe I have your address, Julie, so if not, I will be in touch with you. So thank you all. And like I say, I love to have you participate and share my videos and get my name out there. And I'm planning on doing more and more of these online classes. So hopefully you can join me. You're seeing right now our mini catalog, holiday catalog as we call it. Lots of wonderful things in there. I'm working on my Christmas card classes, so stay tuned for that. If you need one of these catalogs and don't have a demonstrator in Canada, let me know. I can send it anywhere in Canada, and I'd love to do that. So on to our card making for today. This is the card, as you would have seen it in the first screenshot, and it is made with the Thoughtful Positive Thoughts stamp set. This stamp is all on, these words are all on one stamp. However, if you only wanted one of them, you could certainly color only that word with your marker and have it show up. Let's show you on the stamp set actually what's in it. Beautiful writing, butterflies, feathers, flowers. We're going to use this, 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 and this out of it today. And it is a cling set. You can find it on page 87 of the catalog. And if you notice the gray around these particular images, that means there are dies that will cut those out. So on page 182, Nature's Thoughts are the dies that go with it. So you can see those images. Plus there are a number of others. I'm going to use this one. That's what I used for the background here. It gives just a little lacy edging on it. So lots of possibilities with both of those items. So to begin with, I'm going to bring in my card base, which is our 8.5 by 5.5, and score it. So that will be that. Then I do have a card for the, a layer of vanilla, very vanilla for the inside, which I'm going to stamp with the Stamparatus because I have it set up on there and I want it straight. So you can see, if that was crooked, it would drive me nuts. So that isn't going to happen. Then I have a layer of very vanilla here, a layer of crumb cake run through the Big Shot for embossing with Parisian Flourish 3D embossing folder. And if you're wondering why I have blue plate on there, that's for the old Big Shot that we no longer sell, but that is how I emboss with it. And on the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, we do have numbers on the plates so we can know which plates go together or whatever. So for this background piece, I'm going to stamp this and then cut it out of this piece, saving cardstock, because it's behind there anyway. Once it's cut out, you'll never know that it was there. And this one I'm going to stamp with Stamparatus. So I'll just get some of the stamping done. I like doing all of my stamping before putting anything together. So I need my die cutting piece here to give me an idea. And I'm going to stamp my words with crumb cake, which is the background color we have. And approximately there. One of the nice things about using the Stamparatus for any kind of stamping is that you can restamp in exactly the same spot, which I'll give you an idea when I get to the inside piece. Any of the larger stamps, I do like to ink this way. I'm assuming you can see it. So that one, again, leaving that there, I'm just going to place it there, and that is with Old Olive. And that's the way the stamp's made. It's not that I didn't ink it properly, although that does happen sometimes. So I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine. If you haven't seen it, this is it. The sides do fold up and out quite easy. It comes with plates that are numbered. I have my threes upside down, but it tells you what plates you need depending on what you're doing. And the only piece I'm missing, and I just read that we will be able to get it in September, demonstrators as well as customers, is the magnetic plate, because for doing something like this, I miss not having the magnetic plate. But I do like how easy this is to use. That is a normal sound, just in case you're wondering if I broke it. And those are my pieces that I need. So while I have it here, die cutting edge, I need 1 and 3 for my embossing. Just learning this yet myself. Insert embossing folder hinge first, and it shows me I need 1, which is this, and the 3s. And I'm going to put my, if you can see, there's a line at the bottom there. I can line it up if I'm really wanting it to be straight. I like to use the same plate on the bottom, just sometimes turning it over. And let's see if it's going to go through. Okay, 3D ones. See, I told you I was still learning. It's not working either. I know what it is. I need this plate, which is number 4. Ah, that's better. So don't force it. If you're trying to get something to work like that, just try the other plates and eventually it will work. So there you can see my embossed layer. So quick and easy, you can keep that just right on your counter. And now for the inside piece, which I have down here. I've already mounted my words, and I can, if I didn't have a plate in there, I could place that in there, place my cardstock, use my magnet from the back, and for that one, I am going to use my crumb cake ink again. It's nice to have something holding this, whether it's my adhesive like it is there, or a stamp case. And when you ink it, because I've already checked and it looks to me like it covered well. If not, you can understand how you could re-ink it and stamp it a second or a third time, and it would always be in the same place because you have it located like that. So that is all I need that piece for. So the only other thing I need to stamp, and of course I've covered up my sample here so you can't be saying, hey, you forgot this, is this flower, which I have on the block, and I have a little bit darker ink. This is soft suede. I'm going to need to cut this one out too. And again, the stamp is made that way to only social show some shadow effects like that on it. So there's my layers. I'm going to grab this one, and sometimes if I'm going to be doing lots of cutting, I would somehow mark it so I know. There, that would be where it's going to go. So once again, I need all my pieces here. I've got a 1, I need a 2, I need, I scratched up already 3, then my paper and my die, and see how that was magnetized. The magnetic plate is going to be available September 1st, as is the cut and emboss machine for everyone, customers and demonstrators. And it is going to be a plate just like this. So, and it is going to be magnetic throughout. So it's not, if any of you have used our other one that we had for the big shot, when you place something on it, if the magnet wasn't right there, it bounced. And that was kind of frustrating. So, new and improved, coming September 1st. So, we have all our pieces. An inside piece, this piece, this piece. So I'm going to put these together and then put the ribbon around it. This one I will put on the inside right now. That's where it belongs. How many of you, give me a comment, how many of you put words, stamp words on the inside of the card? Imagine you all put words on the inside. That's kind of a silly statement. I find that I like to do both. I like to have a fair bit of room for writing as well as have an image stamped. And because this is now raised, I'm going to use liquid glue. And it's our multi-purpose. Some of us call it green glue, liquid glue. It is actually called monoliquid glue. So first off, I'm going to center it on the emboss layer. And I am going to reach for my silicone pad because this is not a very big area to put glue on and then put this on. So I have to be careful. If it squishes out, I don't want it all over my paper that I'm going to keep on the workspace. Hopefully that's sufficient for what I need. So isn't that a great way to save paper? You've got matching color, exact, and didn't quite get it in the center when you look that way, but it doesn't really matter, does it? So then I have this, I don't know the right words, what's it called? Scallop lace trim. And I did try on this one when I made the sample, I tried putting it around and tying it, and it has quite a bit of stretch to it. So I found that wasn't very good. So again, I'm not going to try it on this one. I'm going to just start with put a strip of adhesive to hold it. And if that doesn't work, I've got glue dots handy. So, and I will use dimensionals, where will I put them, to raise that up. Love this card, could use it for many different occasions. I'm thinking birthday, I'm thinking sympathy, I'm thinking get well. I would also use it birthdays, which reminds me I have to get my September birthday cards ready. And then it can go on there. I like when I do my cards to burnish from the back side. And then for the bow, I know lots of you tie your bow on there so you're not wasting ribbon. I still haven't mastered that trick. So I'm going to do it this way. I like doing what I call bunny ears. And with any kind of luck, especially because this is because it's got a definite scallop edge and a straight edge. To have them both on the same side was a feat in itself. So that would be my bow, and I'm going to put it there. But before that, I'm going to attach my flower, and I do want it. It is going to go over the ribbon, so I want to make sure I've got enough dimensionals to hold the ribbon and the flower. So just wherever you think, no right or wrong, my ribbon bow, I'm going to trim like that. And yes, I do keep, these were Stampin' Up many years ago. Sorry, I am not getting rid of those. And then for to attach my bow, I am going to use a glue dot. And it's just going to go there, and it just adds a little bit of lacy look to it. Then for the matching envelope, you might be wondering what I did with that. A great piece here. I took the dark soft suede, darker of the browns that I'm using here, and my stamp wherever I laid it, there it is. And I did just the stamp off and stamped 1, 2, 3 without re-inking, and it gives a nice added touch to have a matching envelope. So there you go. There is 2 of the one I did before to show you, and the one we just did today together. So oh, and look at that! I almost missed the pearls. The one I copied this from had a number of pearls in the center, and I just loved that finished look. So instead of using the bigger ones, I am going to do the same again on this one with however many, whoops, upside down, right side up, whatever it takes to fill in that center. They truly are. And just push them down. And if they happen to come loose or whatever, and you find them rolling around the floor, add a bit of the white glue, the liquid glue, in behind them again, and they will stay put. So a couple other things just to show you. I do, when I get my die sets, I like to cut out everything and show what it looks like. Then I can come along and say, oh, that's not going to fit where I want it, or whatever. So just a little tidbit that I do when I get those. And I have a couple of other cards made with this set in some different colors. That one, the leaves were cut out. This is another die cut flower, same flower. And this is a border image that comes with it. This one you might recognize as my watercolor background with brushes that I did last week. I believe it was last week. And I had this, so I just added the the greenery, added a bit of embossed, subtle embossed green at the back, and words and not baker's twine bow, and some sparkles. And this one is another one done with just stamping. So stamp either direction, the feathers, some ribbon, and some words on it. So let me know what you think. Be sure you leave your comments, leave your message that you have. There's my button here. There, back to see you. Let me know if you do share it, because like I say, a lot of the times I cannot see who shared it. I can see that there are 4 or 5 shares, but nobody's told me who. So I can't put your name in a draw if that happens. And I look forward to being in touch with you, to seeing you online or talking to you, email, text, in person, whatever. Just phone me and we will stay in touch and keep making cards. So thanks for joining me, and we will chat again next week. Bye for now.